Keep an eye out for these 7 foods that might lead to varicose veins and venous insufficiency. Did you realize that your diet may be subtly harming the condition of your veins? Your body is attempting to manage the unseen mess these decisions create in your circulation as you enjoy some foods worry-free. Legs swollen, vein bulges. At the end of the day, do you feel heavy? Venous insufficiency, which is far more prevalent than you may imagine and is entirely related to what you're eating, could be the cause of that. The most alarming aspect, though, is that the items that are most detrimental to vein health are also the most widely consumed. Additionally, you'll learn about the 7 foods that unknowingly overwhelm your venous system and cause varicose veins in this video. By the conclusion, you'll see why one of the finest things you can do for your health is to change these habits. The best thing is that there are doable suggestions for replacing these villains with healthier ones. Are you curious about these foods and how they affect your health directly? Then keep watching, because your legs deserve that relief and your body deserves that attention. Chapter 7. Fried and fatty foods. Fried foods are among the worst for people with circulation issues, such as varicose veins and venous insufficiency. The explanation is straightforward. Blood flow is hampered by the high levels of saturated and trans fats in this kind of meal. These fats cause the blood to thicken and slow down by increasing harmful cholesterol levels. Because of this, the heart is overworked and venous return is challenging, particularly in the legs. This increases the risk of vein irritation and the development of varicose veins. Frequent consumption of fried meals feeds your body's inflammatory processes. Vein structure is weakened by chronic inflammation, which makes them less elastic and more likely to dilate. This dilatation results in chronic pain and noticeable skin abnormalities. Additionally, too much fat impairs the effectiveness of the venous valves, which stop blood reflux. Swelling and discomfort result from blood becoming lodged in the legs. The fact that fried foods are frequently made with repurposed oils that include harmful ingredients is another issue. These substances can harm the vascular endothelium, the layer that lines the inside of blood vessels, in addition to making inflammation worse. Additionally, there is an increased risk of thrombosis and other circulatory issues when this layer is weakened. All of this demonstrates how a basic eating pattern can have intricate and harmful effects. Although eating fries or a pastry can seem innocuous, the effects add up over time. Have you ever considered how frequently you consume fried meals on a weekly basis? It may surprise you to learn that a lot of meals that seem light, such party snacks or nuggets, actually go into this group. Additionally, even modest daily excess consumption feeds a vicious cycle of poor circulation and ongoing inflammation. One crucial step in reducing the symptoms of varicose veins and stopping their growth is cutting back on fried foods. Vascular health is one area where minor adjustments have a significant impact. Thankfully, there are tasty and healthy substitutes available. Bake or grill your meal instead of frying it. These techniques improve the preservation of constituent nutrients while also lowering consumption of saturated fat. Another piece of advice is to use coconut or olive oil in place of refined oils when making hot dishes. This encourages more fluid circulation and helps maintain your body's equilibrium. One of the best ways to take care of your veins is to make thoughtful substitutions when cooking. Chapter 6. Consuming too much salt is one of the main threats to circulatory health. To try to balance this concentration, the body tries to retain fluids when there is an excess of salt. Particularly in the legs and ankles, where circulation is inherently more challenging, this accumulation results in edema. Veins are compressed by this swelling, which prevents blood from flowing back to the heart. Varicose veins may result from the deformation of veins caused by this pressure over time. Excessive salt-induced fluid retention also impairs venous valve function. By acting as tiny doors, these valves stop blood from returning to the feet. However, they become less effective and permit blood reflux when swelling persists. Veins that are dilated, black, and unpleasant are the outcome. In addition, too much sodium exacerbates the issue by raising blood pressure. Did you realize that processed foods account for the majority of the salt we eat? Bread, cold cuts, snacks, and even prepared sauces contain significant levels of sodium that are not readily apparent. Therefore, you may still be ingesting too much salt, even if you don't use the salt shaker excessively. It has a direct and ongoing effect on circulation. Your veins suffer as the body tries to make up for it. Reducing salt consumption necessitates reading labels carefully and making wise decisions. To maintain flavor without compromising vascular health, use natural seasonings like garlic, lemon, and herbs. Avoiding the tendency to immediately salt food before even tasting it is another crucial factor. Despite its seeming innocuousness, this popular practice adds needless sodium. You can include items that aid in the removal of retained sodium, in addition to limiting your intake of salt. Fruits high in potassium, such as avocados and bananas, assist the body in balancing sodium levels and minimizing fluid retention. To maintain circulation and cleanse the system, drinking lots of water is also crucial. Hydration increases blood vessel flexibility and reduces edema. Your venous system will be relieved and your legs will appear better. Chapter 5. Refined sugar. A silent threat to vascular health, refined sugar can be found in many commonplace products. Excessive consumption results in blood sugar increases that gradually harm blood arteries. Vein walls are weakened by inflammation brought on by this ongoing change in blood sugar levels. Veins become less elastic and more likely to dilate as a result. The result? Varicose veins that are more noticeable and uncomfortable. Additionally, sugar causes weight gain, which exacerbates venous insufficiency. The pressure on the veins in the legs increases with body weight. The venous return system is overloaded as a result, making it more difficult to return blood to the heart. In addition, too much belly fat increases the risk of systemic inflammation and disrupts circulation. Therefore, sugar contributes to a harmful cycle of inflammation and poor circulation. Get you ever wondered why so many people get fatigued legs after eating a lot of sugar? The cause is sugar-induced inflammation, which damages blood vessels and tissues all over the body. Legs begin to feel heavier, more painful, and swollen as blood flows more slowly. Varicose veins become more noticeable, and the pain gets worse. Limiting sugar intake is therefore essential to maintaining the health of your veins. It's crucial to keep in mind that many processed foods include refined sugar. Cakes, pastries, sauces, cereals, and even nutritious yogurts can contain a lot of sugar. Making better decisions requires reading labels. Seeking out natural and balanced sources, such as fresh fruit and healthy sweeteners, is a better way to avoid sugar than missing sweet sensations. In this manner, enjoyment remains at the table, and vascular health is maintained. Simple changes can have a big impact on your day-to-day existence. In tiny amounts, use brown sugar, dates, or natural honey in place of refined sugar. Increase your intake of fruits high in fiber, which aids in blood sugar regulation and enhances digestion. A balanced diet also avoids the accumulation of fat in the abdomen, which can put pressure on veins. Over time, the beneficial effect on circulation will become apparent. Maintaining a healthy diet is similar to maintaining healthy legs. Chapter 4. Soda. Because of their hazardous combination of sugar, sodium, and chemical additives, sodas are actual blood circulation killers. While sodium induces fluid retention, high sugar content irritates blood arteries. This mixture damages venous return by increasing blood volume and vein pressure. The outcome? Heaviness, swollen legs, and deteriorating varicose veins. It only gets worse with continued usage. A single soda can each day can have disastrous consequences that many people are unaware of. These beverages drive out healthier options in your diet, in addition to making your taste buds addicted to artificial flavors. Additionally, too much gas results in bloating in the abdomen, which impedes circulation and exacerbates lymphatic outflow. As a result, blood becomes trapped in the extremities, making them more uncomfortable. Varicose veins form and get worse as a result of this ongoing overload. Even sugar-free diet sodas are not good substitutes. They contain artificial sweeteners, which can disrupt gut microbiome and impact metabolism. Additionally, an imbalanced stomach damages the entire circulatory system by causing silent inflammation. Therefore, these drinks are still dangerous even without calories. For lighter legs, it's a good idea to switch from soda to natural iced tea or lemon water. Have you ever wondered why drinking soda makes your legs feel heavier? It occurs as a result of fluid retention and slowed circulation. These drinks' sodium makes it more difficult to get rid of water buildup, which results in edema. Veins are compressed by this retention, causing them to widen and hurt. One of the simplest methods to lessen edema and enhance the appearance of legs is to avoid this type of beverage. Blood viscosity is strongly impacted by a diet high in soda and low in nutritious liquids. The heart has to work harder to pump thicker blood, since it flows more difficultly. The venous system is weakened by this additional effort, which compromises the health of the vein valves. This encourages the development of chronic venous insufficiency over time. Increased consumption of water and natural juices promotes better circulation and blood thinning. Chapter 3. Alcoholic drinks. Alcoholic beverages have a direct impact on the circulatory system, particularly on the veins in the legs. They induce blood vessels to dilate excessively when ingested. Despite its apparent innocuousness, this dilatation gradually damages vein walls. This impairs the venous valve's ability to prevent blood from flowing backward. Blood reflux and deteriorating varicose veins are the outcomes. Additionally, alcohol dehydrates the body and makes it more difficult to eliminate toxins. Because the blood thickens and slows down, this puts too much strain on the liver and indirectly impacts circulation. In addition, alcoholic beverages, particularly cocktails and spirits, are loaded with chemicals. These elements raise the risk of impaired circulation and cause inflammation in the body. Therefore, the consequences are significantly more extensive than simply being wasted. Did you know that chronic venous insufficiency is more common in people who drink alcohol frequently? Alcohol damages the integrity of veins by directly affecting endothelial function. The likelihood of developing painful varicose veins increases with the degree of compromise to this structure. The effects can accumulate over time, even if use is infrequent. Both men and women are affected by this. The fact that alcohol changes hormonal balance and affects fluid retention is another concerning aspect. This is particularly dangerous for people who already have leg edema. Vein pressure from accumulated fluid exacerbates fatigue, pain, and discomfort. A bad diet combined with drinking exacerbates the problem. These elements work together to produce the ideal environment for the development of varicose veins. Thankfully, there are safer substitutes. It makes sense to switch from alcohol to functional beverages like kombucha, flavored waters, or digestive teas. These drinks help decrease inflammation and aid with digestion in addition to being refreshing. They also improve nutrient absorption by promoting the balance of intestinal flora. Your circulation improves and your body heals more quickly. Chapter 2. White flours are among the most commonly consumed foods on a regular basis, particularly in breads, pastas, and cakes. They endanger circulatory health despite their convenience. Due to their high level of refinement, these flours are rapidly converted in the blood to glucose. Veins are immediately impacted by systemic inflammation brought on by this sugar surge. Veins that are inflamed are more prone to distort and become less effective. White flour-based foods are also deficient in nutrients. They are deficient in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which makes digestion and gut health more difficult. When the gut is weakened, it might hinder the absorption of nutrients that are vital for circulation. Veins lose support as a result, making them more susceptible to blood pressure. This facilitates the appearance of varicose veins. Have you ever noticed how eating a lot of white pasta makes you feel more bloated and exhausted? This occurs because these foods increase blood sugar levels and produce fluid retention. Blood viscosity is directly impacted by these elements, which makes it more difficult for the blood to return to the heart. Increased strain on the venous system causes valve overload, which exacerbates venous insufficiency. And symptoms show up quickly. White flours also have the drawback of encouraging weight growth around the abdomen. The accumulation of fat around the abdomen damages circulation in the legs by compressing blood vessels. This increases the risk of problems like venous thrombosis and exacerbates the symptoms of varicose veins. As long as these goods are consumed, the negative cycle gets worse. It must be replaced with more healthful options. Thankfully, there are healthier and more circulatory-friendly substitutes available. Great alternatives are whole grain flours, oat, almond, or chickpea flours. They provide fibers that support digestive health and help stabilize blood sugar levels. This enhances venous return and lowers inflammation. One essential element in maintaining vascular health is including these nutrients into regular dishes. Chapter 1. Fast food and processed foods. Two of the largest threats to vein and circulation health are fast food and ultra-processed foods. These items, which are high in sodium, trans fats, and preservatives, cause internal inflammation. Continuous inflammation makes blood vessels more brittle by weakening their integrity. This exacerbates cases of venous insufficiency and facilitates the development of varicose veins. The effect is profound and rapid. This type of food is frequently seen in snacks, hot dogs, frozen pizzas, and hamburgers. They are low in nutrients and high in empty calories, which promote weight gain. In turn, too much weight puts pressure on the lower limbs, making it more difficult for blood to return. This leads to buildup in the legs, resulting in vein dilating and swelling. Additionally, the risk increases with the frequency of intake. Have you ever wondered why eating fast food makes you feel exhausted and your legs feel heavy? It's because handling so many artificial substances requires a lot more energy from your body. Blood moves more slowly, and the inflammatory processes get worse. This excess prevents the venous tissues from properly regenerating. Varicose veins soon show more, and the symptoms worsen. These foods' chemical additives and preservatives have an impact on gut bacteria as well. More inflammation results from an imbalanced stomach that affects the entire circulatory system. Additionally, these solutions don't contain natural antioxidants, which are crucial for protecting vein walls. This increases the body's susceptibility to circulation problems and vascular damage. Put another way, each meal contains a concentrated risk combination. Making cooked meals instead of fast food is an effective preventative strategy. Whole, natural, and fresh ingredients give the venous system the nutrition it needs to function properly. Steer clear of frozen meals, quick soups, and cold cuts to increase blood flow and decrease edema. You'll experience increased energy, reduced pain, and lighter legs with time. The difference will be felt by your body. Varicose veins are not a random occurrence. They are a direct result of unhealthy eating patterns. Reducing or doing away with fast food is a sensible and essential choice. Every healthy decision you make benefits your circulatory system. Additionally, these decisions involve eating healthy foods in addition to avoiding unhealthy ones. I'm going to share 7 foods that combat venous insufficiency because of this. Number 7. Purple grapes with skin and seeds. Purple grapes are a veritable vein health ally, particularly when consumed with skin and seeds. Packed with flavonoids and resveratrol, these compounds immediately fortify and shield blood vessels. A potent antioxidant that combats free radicals and delays the onset of vein aging is resveratrol. By toning arteries, flavonoids increase their resistance to blood pressure. This lowers the possibility of venous dilatation. For people with venous insufficiency, these chemicals in grapes are especially important since they have anti-inflammatory properties. Vein fragility and varicose veins are caused by chronic inflammation. Grape nutrients support regeneration and preserve the integrity of the vascular wall by thwarting this process. Leg pain is reduced, swelling goes down, and circulation gets better. Consistent use can have a discernible impact. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. Remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of Senior Health's top health advice. In addition, purple grapes make blood thinner and simpler to move, which enhances blood flow. This reduces the chance of a clot and the effort required for venous return. This benefit is crucial for people who are already dealing with heavy legs and noticeable varicose veins. Another benefit associated with consuming this fruit is the prevention of thrombosis. Daily small servings are sufficient to get these benefits. Did you realize that the seeds of grapes are just as significant as the skin? Proanthocyanidins, which they contain, are substances that increase vascular resistance even further. Therefore, consume the entire fruit to enjoy all of its benefits. Crush seed natural juices are also a fantastic choice. Steer clear of commercial juices, as they tend to lose most of these important components. The greatest option is always the entire fruit. The flexibility of grapes is another benefit. They can be included in salads, drinks, or even natural sweets, or they can be taken as a snack. It's easy to incorporate them into your diet because of this. Additionally, because they are inherently sweet, They lessen the desire for refined sugar, an additional advantage for people who wish to maintain their general health and veins. It's a useful food that blends nutrients with taste. Sixth, citrus fruits like oranges and lemons are high in hesperidin and vitamin C, which both considerably increase blood circulation. Collagen is directly aided by vitamin C and is necessary for the integrity of vessel walls. Hesperidin is a flavonoid that lowers inflammation and fortifies veins. Because fibers and beneficial substances concentrate in pulp, eating these fruits increases their effects. As a result, blood becomes more fluid and less likely to clot, enhancing venous return in addition to preserving arteries and veins with lemon and orange tones. For people who have varicose veins or feel their legs are heavy, this is essential. Additionally, hesperidin enhances the function of capillaries, which are the tiniest blood vessels. This lessens the propensity for swelling and fluid to seep into tissues. Less edema and increased everyday comfort are the outcomes. Consuming these fruits with pulp gives you soluble fibers that aid in digestion and blood sugar regulation. This is significant because steady blood sugar levels lessen inflammation. Additionally, fiber maintains intestinal health, which improves circulation in general. Natural vascular regeneration stimuli are more effective in a body with reduced inflammation. And it all begins with a fruit that you most likely already own. The whole fruit has a greater impact than a glass of juice. Juices lose fiber and concentrate sugar, particularly those that are strained or pasteurized. Fresh fruit, ideally with pulp, is best consumed in salads or as a natural dessert. Small amounts of grated peel can be added to dishes and provide additional flavonoids. When it comes to reaping the rewards, minor adjustments make all the difference. Orange and lemon can be used in teas, flavored drinks, salads, and as between-meal snacks. In addition to improving fat digestion and stimulating the liver, their acidity aids in the body's homeostasis. This reduces circulatory overload and aids in toxin removal. A cleansed body requires less work from veins and flows more efficiently, and with a lot of flavor. Fifth, broccoli. In terms of cardiovascular health, broccoli is one of the most comprehensive vegetables. Packed with anti-inflammatory, vitamin K, and antioxidants, it helps fortify blood arteries and keep clots at bay. In addition to being necessary for proper coagulation, vitamin K is also vital for preserving channel flexibility. Vein weakening caused by free radical damage is prevented by antioxidants. Because of this combination, broccoli truly protects your legs. Broccoli eases venous return by enhancing circulation and fortifying vessels. This occurs because it supports the health of the endothelium, the inner vessel layer in charge of controlling blood flow. More effective veins and a lower risk of inflammation are associated with healthy endothelium, less discomfort in the legs, soreness, and swelling as a result. A real relief from nature. Broccoli's fiber and sulforaphane concentration, a substance with potent detoxifying properties, are other advantages. These nutrients aid in the body's removal of toxins that cause tissue inflammation and impair blood flow. Vein strain is reduced when the body has fewer toxins in it. This enhances blood quality and lessens the symptoms of venous insufficiency. You have more energy and feel lighter. It's crucial to understand that the benefits of broccoli vary depending on how it is prepared. Certain nutrients can be destroyed by overcooking. It's best eaten sautéed, lightly cooked, or even raw in salads. This maintains its qualities and guarantees the greatest possible beneficial effect on circulation. Its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties are increased when combined with lemon or olive oil, a potent combination for veins. Broccoli can be added to green juices, lunches, and dinners. It's an adaptable dish that goes well with a variety of recipes and is simple to create. One of the simplest and least expensive strategies to enhance vein health is to incorporate this vegetable into your daily routine. What's the best part? You take care of yourself while avoiding more serious issues. All of them are simple, tasty, and have a noticeable impact on the body. Fourth, blueberries. Among the food's highest in natural antioxidants are blueberries, sometimes referred to as blueberries. These little fruits are rich in anthocyanins, which are compounds that increase vein flexibility and strengthen blood vessels. This results in increased resistance to blood pressure and a decreased likelihood of varicose veins. In addition, blueberries shield cells from vascular aging-induced cell degeneration, a veritable blood elixir. Blueberries' anthocyanins also aid in lowering long-term circulatory system inflammation. The symptoms of venous insufficiency are alleviated, and blood flow is improved by its anti-inflammatory action. Legs that are less bloated, less painful, and lighter at the end of the day. A positive impact on your well-being as well as attractiveness, and a delicious, delicate fruit to top it all off. Regular eating of blueberries is associated with improved endothelium function, according to studies. This implies that vessel walls continue to be more sensitive and flexible. More effective circulation is the outcome of improved venous tone. The danger of venous reflux is decreased since blood returns to the heart more readily. Varicose veins are therefore less likely to appear or get worse. Blueberries can be consumed fresh, frozen, or dried, and they can also be added to fruit salads, yogurts, juices, and smoothies. They provide a potent, concentrated dose of vascular protection in addition to flavor. Blueberries have no contraindications and provide advantages organically, unlike many supplements. Natural care. Additionally, blueberries enhance cognitive function and assist regulate blood pressure. Thus, they have a beneficial effect on the entire body, not just the legs. They are a valuable ally for people who wish to age well. To see effects, a tiny bit every day is sufficient. They are therefore a fantastic routine addition. Third, cayenne pepper in small doses. Cayenne pepper is a potent blood circulation ally, despite its powerful taste. It increases the effectiveness of the venous system and increases blood flow in small doses. The primary cause is capsaicin, the active ingredient in cayenne that encourages mild, beneficial vasodilation. This movement facilitates the return of blood to the heart by decongested veins, particularly in the legs. More lightness and reduced edema are the outcomes. Capsaicin contains anti-inflammatory qualities that help vessel walls in addition to promoting circulation. Since inflammation is the underlying cause of varicose veins, this is crucial for those who have them. Cayenne pepper helps maintain vein integrity by decreasing it. Its thermogenic action, which increases metabolism and aids in weight control, a crucial component in relieving leg pressure, is an additional benefit. Have you ever noticed how eating spicy food makes you feel warm? Better peripheral circulation is indicated by that. Additionally, this gentle, continuous stimulation lessens circulation stagnation and strengthens venous valves over time. Consumption must be balanced. Without exaggeration, a small amount each day can have significant advantages. The finest thing is that when used moderately, there are no negative effects. You can add cayenne pepper to salads, soups, drinks, and seasonings. Its power, even in small quantities, is apparent. Additionally, it enhances body cleansing and complements teas and detox dishes. The support of the liver and lymphatic system enhances circulation in general. When applied correctly, it turns into a covert yet very powerful friend. Avoid excessive doses and respect your body's limits, particularly if you have sensitive stomachs. The secret is to utilize cayenne as a supplement rather than the primary ingredient. Start with extremely modest amounts and increase them gradually if you have never used it before. Your body adjusts in this manner and advantages gradually manifest. More evidence that less is more. Sweet potatoes come in second. A very complete functional diet, sweet potatoes are particularly helpful for people with venous insufficiency. Rich in potassium, it lowers fluid retention by balancing the body's sodium levels. Leg swelling and vein pressure are reduced when less fluid is stored. Maintaining this equilibrium is essential to maintaining efficient and seamless circulation. Additionally, sweet potatoes have an alkalizing impact that lowers inflammation. Its soluble fiber content, which aids in blood sugar regulation and digestion, is another advantage. In order to prevent inflammation that damages artery walls, blood sugar levels must be kept constant. This promotes a more robust and healthy interior environment. Consuming sweet potatoes on a regular basis helps veins function more efficiently and supports metabolic stability. Have you ever noticed how certain foods prolong your feelings of fullness? One of those is sweet potatoes. It gives you energy gradually without making your blood sugar rise. This makes internal functions more balanced and prevents the body from becoming overloaded. It's a great ally for people who want to reduce their leg burden by controlling their weight. It simultaneously nourishes, feeds, and protects. It can be cooked in a variety of ways, including baking, boiling, mashing, and even serving as a foundation for savory and sweet dishes. Because of its adaptability, you can use it in a variety of dishes all day long. The best aspect is that even after cooking, it retains its nutritional worth. It creates comprehensive and useful meals when combined with vegetables and lean proteins, a sensible and efficient option for taste and health. Sweet potatoes' antioxidant content, which includes beta-carotene and vitamin A, is another intriguing advantage. These substances combat free radicals, which harm vascular cells. This stops new varicose veins from growing and helps maintain existing veins. A modest meal that has a profound effect. Nature provides answers that are frequently within our daily grasp. Kale and other dark leafy vegetables are excellent circulatory system builders. These greens, which are high in magnesium, vitamin C, and bioflavonoids, help reduce inflammation and tone veins. Magnesium eases circulation by directly affecting vessel relaxation and muscle contraction. Bioflavonoids decrease capillary permeability, while vitamin C builds vein structure. All of this contributes to a more robust and efficient venous system. These nutrients also enhance venous return and help avoid clots. In other words, they relieve strain on the legs by facilitating the more effective return of blood to the heart. Less weariness, heaviness, and edema are the results of this effect. Because of their potent anti-inflammatory properties, dark leafy greens are crucial for those with varicose veins. They can be consumed in a variety of ways. Kale, spinach, arugula, watercress, and other greens can be used to soups, salads, sautés, and green juices. The medicinal effects of these veggies are enhanced by frequent and varied eating. In addition, they are low in calories, making them perfect for people who wish to lower their blood pressure and lose weight. An additional benefit that promotes vascular health. Easy, inexpensive, and effective. Chlorophyll, another feature of leafy greens, aids in blood purification and liver stimulation. Toxins that can cause inflammation and damage to circulation are filtered by a healthy liver. Therefore, increasing your intake of green vegetables also benefits your general health and liver function, a very valuable yet indirect benefit. In addition to providing iron, which is necessary for tissue oxygenation, leafy greens also aid in balancing the pH of the body. Muscle tone is enhanced, and the likelihood of leg pain and cramping is reduced with proper oxygenation. There is a discernible effect on vitality and well-being. You lessen the strain on your circulatory system and strengthen veins with each green meal, and all of that while eating an affordable, healthy meal. Include dark leafy greens in your diet on a regular basis if you want to make a significant investment in the health of your legs. Few foods have the ability to tone, deflate, and strengthen as they do. A habit that will benefit you for the rest of your life, and one you can begin today. Consume the healthiest, most natural foods to nourish your veins. And since the channel only exists for one reason, subscribe if you want to continue receiving the greatest films for your health, to improve your quality of life and make you healthy. My goal is to assist you. I show you the worst drug that kills the most neurons after the age of 60 in the movie that is currently playing on your screen. Check it out by clicking on the screen.